Now, speaking of Tough Enough 4, there was an incident in that one with Daniel Puder and Kurt Angle. There was supposed to be an amateur wrestling match in one of the segments of that Tough Enough with Kurt Angle and Daniel Puder. At one point, Puder put on a keylock, and Angle couldn't escape from it, apparently.
Right, he couldn't.
And
yeah, and that's why we don't do things like that. We try to, as much as possible, work everything so that we don't allow for outcomes that we can't control in a public setting. And there were other people who insisted, even though I advised not to have that situation, because Vince wanted Kurt to go out there and wrestle Maul. And I was like, I would suggest you don't do that, because these are all young, healthy, strong guys. And I would not put Kurt at risk of doing that. Well, what do I know? And then I had the same situation. They insisted that Big Show, when they did the thing with Big Show, that Big Show slammed the guys. And I said, I don't think you should do that. I think have him chop them, because then you don't have to rely on the other guy when he slams them to sell. If he chops them, they ain't got no choice, because that's literally like getting hit with a frying pan. Yeah. No. What do you know? And he'd slam him, and Nick, popped right up, and Big Show flipped out, and trying to protect himself, and ended up cuffing him and almost knocking his head off, and it didn't do anybody any good. It didn't benefit anyone.
And Puder, I believe, only lasted about a year under the contract or so.
Yeah, they offered him another contract. Here's why. Because you have to understand it was $1 million contract over 4 years, which is still $250,000 a year. But here's the problem. $1 million worth of expectations from you. Now you're starting with literally zero knowledge and zero experience, okay? And you're supposed to be able to produce at $1 million level. What do you think your chances of success are?
Very slim.
Very slim. So, he got a $250,000 a year. They offered him, because they saw the potential. I mean, he's an amazing marketer and self-promoter and charismatic individual. And they saw the potential in keeping him and utilizing him, but they offered him less money, and he chose not to take it. So